Sunset goes crazy. I'm gonna have to try and move this building real quick so you can see it better. This thing's going down fast, but you can kind of see it a little bit better, kind of peeking through the trees. Dude, my car, I think, is dead. It looks like we only got 11 volts for the battery. Dude, it's, oh my goodness, it's always something with this thing. Well, the sunset pretty much went down. I had some pasta sauce spill in my daily in the 4Runner because I got a new door for this thing, and I guess I didn't realize it was there, and then I put it on there. Thankfully no glass broke. That would have been crazy, but yeah, I ended up having to clean that up. It got all over my carpets. My back seats were down. That's a whole nother story. I'll get into that later in this video or in another video, but I'm gonna go try and find somewhere to park, and then I'll get out and do a quick little walk around and show you guys the damage. This is my 2013 Hyundai Genesis Coupe. For those who don't know, it's a 3.8 track. I recently got hit. If you guys follow the Instagram, it's at Forbidden Gen. You guys have probably seen a little bit more updates and stuff, but I'm trying to get back into YouTube. I'm trying to really push the Genesis content. I feel like there's not a lot of people who do YouTube on Genesis Coupes. And I mean, there's a few of the homies that actually do, and they're killing it, so shout out to them. They're actually all from the area, from the Midwest. But I wanted to get back and just kind of, I don't know, I mean, I love making videos. I have other YouTube channels, but today I want to tell you guys basically what happened, show you guys the damage, and what's basically the next steps for the Genesis. So long story short, I was parallel parked in downtown Kansas City. I was in this area where I was all the way in the back, so it wasn't super close. I was in the back, I was all the way at the end. There was not very many cars. There were probably cars, closest cars were probably from where that pole is. So there was a big distance. I was only there for 2 hours, doing interviews, doing my thing. And then I come back out, and I got hit. It looks like I got backed in. I don't think it was side stop. I think it was backed in. I don't know how well, but basically from about here all the way to here, and then here is all dented in. They messed up my door handle a little bit, and then they also look like they hit me. There's two little spots. One of them is directly on this body line, and the other one's a little bit below it. But yeah, so I was pretty upset. This is basically, I've only had this Genesis looking like this, V3, for, I want to say maybe 3-4 months. So I haven't really got to enjoy it. There are other things that are messed up. Down here, there's a huge bubble from the wrap. And then I tried to do a slit to try and get all the air out, because I tried popping holes in it. I tried doing everything. And then, so I just tried to do a slit and push it all the way down and try to reheat it, everything, the whole 9 yards. Wasn't working. The homie was saying that dirt and debris and water will end up getting underneath it, so it just doesn't lay flat. So then when I was going to get estimates, when I was on the way back from a place, I was on the highway, and my fuel wasn't working. Basically my AEM fuel pump has not gone out, but because of the pressure and because it's for E85, I'm not on E85 yet because I'm still waiting for Alpha Speed Midwest to literally tune me for E85. The clamps come off sometimes, and that had happened here. It happened before about a year ago where they came all the way off, so I had to get new clamps, I had to do trial and error, all that stuff. but it hadn't happened for probably, I want to say 5-6 months, and they didn't completely come off. They got loose, and then they were barely holding on by almost like just a few centimeters. Yeah, and it was one of the hottest days. Got stranded. Basically, Panda Speed, Brandon the homie, ended up pulling up with some tools because I had tools in this, and then I let a girl use them, and then I forgot to throw them back in this because then they were in the daily. But I'm not blaming her. It was all on me. I should have put the tools right back in, or should I just not even let her use the tools? Okay, so now for what insurance said, what they basically did. They basically deemed it a total loss, which I guess, you know, I can't change it. It is what it is. Made the most of it. I bought the car back right away. On the phone, she was like, hey, yeah, so it's gonna be a total loss. Insurance will come pick it up in 2-3 days. I said, no, whoa, what? I said, there should be another option. I said, isn't there another option for me to buy it back? And she said, oh yeah, you know, if you want. And I said, yes, what? So bought her back, still able to have insurance on her. I've been talking to State Farm and my agent basically all last week, multiple times a day. It was pretty confusing. Ended up getting worked out. So what's next? I got to get the door fixed, which I got today, which is what ended up breaking open my pasta bottle in the 4Runner. But I'm gonna give you all just a little tidbit. I'm not gonna reveal anything, but it's gonna look a lot different. And I'm gonna be going to Gat, so I'm excited about that. Hopefully my fuel issues are nowhere to be seen when that happens. It's a fat drive. I think it's about 12-ish, 13 hours from where I am. Also, they broke this part, this plastic piece, and then shipped my carbon mirror, the mirror cap. And then I don't know if it hit this tire or not. The tire is leaking air a little bit more than usual. It's just a slow leak. I don't know. That might have just been coincidence, maybe not. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this one too, because it was basically the mirror, the door handle, and that was pretty much it. Thankfully, they didn't hit the wide body or the side skirt or front or rear bumper, because that would have been a nightmare. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna drive this just a little bit, make sure everything's doing all right, and then I think this week I'm gonna do a full walk around, just kind of document how the car is looking before it changes. And then I'm also going to do a video of unwrapping the Genesis and kind of that process. And then I'm gonna do a whole video on the rebuild, but that'll just be like one video. I did one before where it was building a Genesis in 12 minutes or something. You know those videos that people do. I like watching those. So it's gonna be pretty similar to one of those. But thank you guys for watching. Appreciate y'all. If you guys have any questions, my DMs are always open at Forbidden Gen. If you guys ever need even someone to talk to or reach out, or just a friend, you can always message. Kind of just because. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.